I thought I wanted to at least visit his grave. And so when my wife and I were in Denmark a couple of years ago, I looked up the cemetery and we went there. Unfortunately, we got there a little late, and the sun was well on its way down by the time we started looking at the gravestones. We went up and down the rows around the church, eventually using our cell phones to read the names on the tombstones, but we couldn't find him. And we were getting ready to leave when we saw there was a man standing under a light at the public toilet next to the church. So I went over and I asked him if maybe he knew where Sønderby might be buried. And he said he had no idea. But his wife happened to be the manager of the cemetery, and he would call her. She said she wasn't sure either, but that it would probably be a good idea to look in the urn yard. So we went over to the urn yard, which was a huge lawn with hundreds of stones dotting it, and with engraving, with engraved names on them. And my wife looked at each other, and it was dark. Well, this is impossible. How are we ever going to find him in this? And she said, yeah, this is probably impossible. Let's just use our intuition. Imagine where you think Sønderby might be buried and just walk in that direction. Okay? So I went off in one direction, she went off in another direction, using our cell phones to read the stones as we were walking by. I got to the edge of the lawn and I didn't have any luck, but I look up and there's my wife waving her phone. She walked right to his gravestone, his gravestone. So I met her there, and I knelt down. I had some moments with Sønderby, thanking him for his legacy, thanking him for the great writing he left behind, and for the opportunity to work with it. It's been an honor.